friends, cousins, and neighbors. Hey y'all, and welcome to episode 1 of We Just Talking Friend. Hey, I'm so excited, y'all. Like, I'm so excited. My goodness, God, I thank you. This has been such a journey. This has been such a journey getting this thing going and just getting it up off the ground. But we're here and we have finally launched. Yes. So some of you may know and recognize me from reality TV. I've been doing reality TV competition shows since like 2015. Okay. So I've been in this thing for a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. If you don't know me from there, you probably know me. One of your favorite memes or your favorite GIFs. Y'all say GIF or y'all say GIF? I say GIF. I don't know. Comment below. Tell me if you say GIF or you say GIF. In any event, yeah, I'm probably one of them. You done seen me somewhere, somehow, some way. Okay? But if this is your first time here, hey, welcome. My name is Dianne. I need a tambourine. I feel like I need a tambourine. But yeah, welcome. My name is Dianne, and I'm super excited that you found your way here. I think some of y'all thought I was gonna get rid of that. Like, that's a staple, okay? That welcome. My name is Dianne. That's a staple. It ain't going nowhere, okay? It's gonna be here forever. So yeah, I am excited. Sit back, relax, and don't forget your snacks, cause we just talking friend. Hey! It's so funny because as much as I want to call this a podcast, it's so much more than that. As I said in my previous video of what to expect, it's beyond just a podcast. You know what I mean? I remember when God first gave me the idea for it, I was like, look, I don't want to be sitting on no couch with no mic. Okay, please. I just don't want to be sitting on no couch with no mic. I don't know. I just feel like everybody is sitting on the couch with a mic. And I just didn't want that for my life. Okay. Now, as you see, I am sitting on the couch. Okay. But there is no mic. There is no mic. And I thank God for that because I knew that I could not be confined to the mic for everything that God had given me for this podcast. Well, this channel. See, I keep wanting to call it a podcast, but it's not that. It's so much more than just this couch and having a mic. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said in the previous video, we're going to be doing vlogs. We're going to be doing Bible studies. I'm going to have my friend pick up the phone real quick. There's so many different things that we're going to be doing. And me being confined to a mic just wasn't going to cut it. And I'm so glad that he said, okay, no mic, but you're going to be on that couch. But no mic. So I'm so grateful. For those of you who follow me on social media, do y'all remember this post? Do y'all remember this? This was August 7th, 2023. That's when God first gave me the idea about the podcast. Okay, that's when he first revealed it to me. And I remembered, I was like, okay, cool. We about to get all the way up in this thing. Like, you gave me permission to do it, so I know it's about to be a green light. Like, this is about to be good, okay? I remember I had created these podcast covers and I put them on my Instagram and I was like, I want y'all to help me to decide which one I should do. Remember, I had the black cover and I had the purple cover and I was like, which one should I do? Like, which one should it be for the podcast? I was ready, y'all. I just knew I was about to be in my Wendy Williams bag. First of all, I come from reality TV, right? To y'all, I come from reality TV. So the majority of my following, the majority of my audience is from reality TV. And so when the podcast was revealed, I said, cool, I'm about to be on my Wendy Williams. I'm about to have all the tea, all the gossip for the girls. Okay, I had started doing my journalism. I put on my journalism hat. Okay, I started doing my research. I had tea and information and gossip about the girlies that are the housewives. I had the girlies who are the basketball wives, the ladies in the medicine. I had the love and hip hoppers, the big brothers, the challengers, the survivors. I had everybody. Do you hear me? I had everybody. I was ready to come and give y'all the tea because I just knew I was about to be in my lane. I had all the tea, all the gossip. I had done the research. When I say put on your journalism hat, I had it on. Do you hear me? I had it on. I was ready to sit and sip with the girls. Do you hear me? I was ready to gossip with the girls. Oh my goodness, I was so ready. Y'all, the Holy Spirit checked me so cold. Checked me so cold. God was like, I'm the one who gave you this idea, right? And I'm like, yeah, you did. He was like, so is gossiping and all of that in alignment with me? And I'm like, nah, but you also know the audience that you gave me, right? They know me from reality TV. So I'm in those circles, and that's where they come from. That's the audience you gave me. I sound like Adam. That's the woman you gave me, right? So yeah, like, what am I doing wrong? Y'all, he said, why would I set you up and put you in position to completely contradict me? I said, Savannah, slow down. Savannah, slow down, because points were made, but slow down, because what else am I supposed to be doing? Again, you know the audience that you've given me. So if I'm not supposed to be out here giving the girls the tea and the gossip about the entertainment, what am I supposed to be doing? Crickets. Crickets, okay? Now we're talking August 2023, y'all. Crickets. Do you hear me? Radio silence. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? This didn't go on for a couple days. This didn't go on for a couple weeks. Y'all, this went on for a year. For a year. Never, nothing else about the podcast for a year, right? So I'm like, okay, well, what do I do now? So I go back to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. So I start recording videos about the reality TV shows, because you ain't telling me what you want me to do. Okay, so I'm gonna leave the podcast on the table and I'm just gonna go back to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. So maybe around like November-ish 2024, like November 2024, this conversation comes back up, right? And when it comes back up, it's not in the form of the podcast, right? It's more so in a reality check, okay? God has given me a sharp reality check about the platform that he has given me. And it's very much on some, I gave you the platform for me. The platform is not for you. It's never been for you. It's always been for me. And that started to, put things in place. Like, a lot of pieces weren't making sense to me, but that started to put things in place, because I would always wonder why, when I would try to do YouTube or try to be consistent on social media, I would always fall off. And I would be like, I'm not an inconsistent person. I'm not a lazy person. The ideas are there. Like, I know what I want to do. The vision is there. Why can't I ever fully execute it? Why can't I ever fully, stay on it? What's the problem? Well, the problem was the fact that I knew what I was supposed to be doing, and I was trying to do something else that was outside of God's will. I was operating in disobedience, okay? Ultimately, I was being rebellious. 0 stars, do not recommend it, okay? 0 stars, do not recommend it. So God makes it very clear that this platform is for him. So I am supposed to be using this platform to talk to the people about God. I'm supposed to be pouring into y'all Jesus. That was what he intended for me to have this platform for. That's why sometimes I can go a year without posting and my numbers wouldn't shift. I know some people who can go a couple of days without posting and they'll lose thousands of followers, but my numbers would never shift. And I remember I was asking God about that too, like, how come my numbers really don't go anywhere? Because again, like I said, when it comes to life, I'm not an inconsistent person, but something about this social media thing, I was always inconsistent, but my numbers never shifted. Why? He said, because the platform I gave you is the platform I gave you, but it's for me. It's not for you. You got to take you out of the equation, baby. You are just a vessel that I am using for me to do my work for the kingdom. That's it. Now, keep in mind, around November 2024, I had already accepted the fact that God had called me to preach and teach and spread the gospel. I had already accepted that. Like, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. I was locked in on that. Now, doing it in front of this camera, listen, I wasn't prepared for that, because again, I know the audience and I know where the audience knows me from. And so I was like, ooh, Lord, they may not be receptive because of the messenger, right? And we'll get into detail more about that, because that's part of my testimony of why I ran from the call, and we're definitely going to get into that. But yeah, I was like, Lord, they not from me? Are you sure? These people who have been following me since 2015, are you sure these are the people you want me to talk to. He said, those are exactly the people I want you to talk to. And I said, ew. I said, ew. So yeah, so once I realized that, okay, let me go and surrender. Let me surrender my will, my plans, my way to your will, your plans, your way, God. Whatever it is you want me to do, you got it. I'm going to do it. Crickets again. Okay, crickets again. So what I had to realize was during those times of crickets or silence, right? Those were time periods when I was being developed. That was time when I was being developed, okay? God wasn't going to let me sit in front of this camera and talk to y'all about him and I'm not prepared to do it. No, he's going to equip me with what I need, okay? I have no problem with sitting in front of the camera and talking. That's not an issue for me. I can do that with my eyes closed. Easy. But to sit here and accurately talk to you about what's in this book and point you to Jesus, yes, I'm comfortable doing that, but I know I need him. I know I need him. I know I can't sit here and do this by myself. I'm not insecure in saying that. I'm not going to sit here and play in nobody's face. I know me, Dianne, on my own, I can't sit here and do that. I know I fully need him. I have to fully rely on him. Okay, Holy Spirit, tell me what to say. Okay, say, hey, have your way. Okay, all of thee, none of me. What we doing today? You know what I'm saying? In order for me to effectively do that, I can't do that by myself. Okay, and so I got scared, and the Lord had to constantly remind me that he did not give me the spirit of fear, right? So that lets me know that fear is a spirit that does not come from God. So if the spirit doesn't come from God, where does it come from? Right, musty, ashy, dusty, crusty. So I got to get rid of him so I can lock in and do what God has called me to do. And so now he has finally released me. He trusts me. He trusts me enough to sit here and do what he has called me to do. And so I'm so excited. I am so excited about this entire situation. Now, let me say this. Yes, this is very much a faith-based podcast, and you're going to get you some Jesus over here, right? We're going to get deep into this word. Absolutely. But I also want you guys to understand, being a Christian or being a follower of Christ is not boring. Discipleship is not boring. When you give your life over to the Lord, you don't become boring. I don't know who started that narrative, but boo, tomato, get off the stage. Like, no, it's not. It's not that at all. And I've seen a lot of Christian channels and Christian podcasts that are just, they're boring. They're boring. And that's no shade to nobody, but they're boring. And it's like, no, God is okay with you laughing. He's okay with that. Now, don't get it twisted. This is serious business. Okay, this is very serious business. But I know for the people who God has assigned to me, if I'm sitting in front of this camera and I'm like, there will be no reception. There will be no reception. They're going to click right off. They're going to click right off. One thing about God is he is very intentional about the things that he does, okay? And so he is fully aware of the people that he has assigned me to, which is why he never took away my personality. He never took my personality away, okay? Now, he, in his own way, he's going to make sure that I can still be loud, I can still be animated, I can still be funny, I can still do all the things that I need to do, and it won't overpower the message. Okay, because it's my personality that is going to draw in this particular group of people, and his message is what's going to keep them. That's why I say I can't do this by myself. I can't do this by myself, because if I try to Dianne this thing, child, please, okay, we're going to end up somewhere we ain't supposed to be. But when I allow the Holy Spirit to take over, okay, when I allow the Holy Spirit to take over, then he gonna make sure that all of this will never overpower this, but this is what's going to draw them in. And so I'm just so grateful that God did not take away my personality. So episode 1 is usually the introduction episode, right? You get to know a little bit about me, you get to know how all of this came about and what to expect, different things like that. Now episode 2 is when I'm gonna open up a little more, and I'm gonna tell you all about my testimony and why I was so afraid to do this. That episode gets a little deep, okay? But you know what? I look forward to that. I look forward to allowing myself to be vulnerable and to opening up more. You know, a lot of you who know me from reality TV, that's all you know is reality TV. You don't really know me. like that. Okay, you don't really know me like that. And so in order for us to really grow together, in order for us to feel safe to talk with each other and to have this space together, we have to really know each other. And so as terrifying as that is, I am definitely looking forward to giving y'all an inside scoop of, Day Day to Dayvon, because the journey is there. The journey is there, and I'm so excited. But yeah, as I said in the previous video, this is all about community. I want to build a community. And at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna just make it a sisterhood, like this strong sisterhood. But then I don't want to cut nobody off. I want to make this open, like, no, we here. Brother, you want to talk too? We gonna talk too, okay? I want to leave it open, and I want to just build a community where we can just grow together in God. My goodness, I can read and study this Bible front to back, back to front. And I can also apply it to my life. And that's great for me, but what does that do for other people, right? So with all of that being said, I pray that you are just excited about this journey as I am. I cannot wait to see what God has in store for us. I can't wait to do the Q&As, the lives, the Bible studies, the vlogs. Like, I cannot wait. I have some great guests that will be appearing, some that you know, some that you don't know. And I can't wait. This is going to be so good. And I look forward to having some of you come on. I want to open it up so we can have dialogue with each other, actual dialogue. Like, I want it to be beyond just the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we can talk in the comments. That's cool. But I want us to actually be able to converse with each other, So I'm excited about this whole thing and how everything is going to happen. Like I said, I'm just excited to take this journey with you. And I know I've said that a million times, and I'm probably going to say it a million more times because it's the truth. It is the truth. I've grown so much in God, and I just love seeing other people grow in God too. And so I'm just glad we get to grow together, okay? We get to grow together. So yeah. Anyway, if you liked this video, make sure you like this video. If you are on the social of the medias, make sure you follow the We Just Talking Friend page. Yes, you can find it on Instagram. You can also find it on TikTok. You can also find me on Instagram and TikTok. You can follow me. I'll put the socials somewhere. Don't know. They'll be somewhere. So Wednesdays are going to be the days. We're locking it in. Wednesdays are the days. So you will be getting new episodes weekly for the couch time. Okay? Now, the friend pick up the phone real quick, that can come any given Sunday. Okay? At any time. That can drop at any time. The Bible studies, I'm going to try to set a specific day for the Bible studies. But for now, we know that right here on the couch, this is for Wednesdays, okay? Every Wednesday, you'll have a brand new episode. I look forward to next week because I really let my hair down. Not my wig, child. I let my hair, for real. I let my hair down, and I have a real conversation with you guys, and I just, I look forward to it. I just want to create a space where you feel comfortable to do the same. Because sometimes sharing is difficult, really sharing with people, especially people that you don't know really like that. And this is what God had to really check me on. My testimony also doesn't stop with me. My testimony is to be shared. You never know what another person may be going through, and the fact that God was able to deliver you out of a situation, or even if he didn't deliver you out of it and he held your hand and walked you through it, because sometimes we got to be in it, okay? Hey, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they had to go in the fire. So sometimes we got to go in there. Yeah, he gonna pull us out, but sometimes we got to go through the heat a little bit. You never know what another person is going through, and they may be going through the same things that you're going through, and they may feel like there's no way out of it. So when you show up as a representation of how God got you through it, whether he pulled you out or he walked with you through it, either way, you are a representation, a perfect example of how God will get you through it. That's hope for somebody else. That's encouragement for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And so never hold your testimony. Never keep your testimony away from anybody. I had to learn that there is also power in your testimony. Yeah, you have the power to overcome little Ashy with your testimony. Every time you share your testimony, you slap little Ashy in the face. A win is a win, okay? So, okay? I want to slap him every chance I get. Whack! Every chance I get. I can't stand him. So, yeah. Don't be afraid to share your testimony. So my prayer is that when episode 2 drops, that it'll encourage some people and it'll give some people hope, and it'll show that God is real. That God is real, and he really can take a mess like me and create the woman that you see today. Because my goodness, we get deep. we get deep, and I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful that God is allowing me and trusting me to be able to do this. Anyway, I love y'all with the love of the Lord, and I will see you next week right here on this couch. Sit back, relax, and don't forget your snacks, cause we just talking friends. Hey!